Now let's look at organization unit. So first of all, I am opening the j-guar administration tool such that you can see the companies listed here. So this companies has departments. Now you need subsidiary, divisions and warehouses of the company that are recorded using the organization unit option. Now this option is located by right click on the company. There is one organization unit option, click on that. So the organization unit definition pages get displayed. So the organization unit are recorded by selecting the unit types. So as many hierarchical subsidiary you can see here. By default, one hierarchical list is displayed. So it contains a default subsidiary name as center. Under subsidiary there is division. Under division there is, you can see, a generic unit and then generic subunit. Within generic subunit there is warehouse. As many hierarchical subsidiary and warehouses required can be defined depending on the company, working method and structure. The arrow icon next to the new button given below. Here you can see the unit types on the list of types of organization unit. Select to define a new organization unit. So the organization unit and the information entered for this type is the generic types, subsidiary, division and warehouse. So now imagine division. So we have divisions in j-guar. We have divisions, subsidiary, generic unit and warehouses in j-guar. So everything is classified under their organization unit. So look at here, we can create generic unit, subsidiary, division and warehouses. So we all worked with divisions, we all worked with warehouses, but we haven't worked with generic units, subsidiaries in our previous version. Now suppose I have a company and its office is in Mumbai and also its warehouse is in Mumbai. So as I have a company and I have a subsidiary here, now let's say you have a requirement from customer that I have holdings with group of companies like 3 companies. So what you have to do in j-guar, you have to create 3 companies separately, but in j-guar we have to create one company and in that company we can create 3 subsidiaries. So I can give separate access to each subsidiary like user accesses, transactions and chart of accounts. So everything according to subsidiary. So that means my chart of accounts at the end of the day is all based on the complete group of chartered account. But when it comes to subsidiary, it's all be different chart of accounts and even you can have different balance sheet statements. So this is one of the big advantage of it. So again, if I click on subsidiary type of organization unit, so here subsidiary information is recorded on the definition window using the section like general info, address details, CPA info, employee details, connection setting details and warehouse details. Now I am looking at general definition. The fields under this heading contains the following information like group codes. So group codes indicates the code to be applied for the subsidiary. So group codes are used to group transaction of this group and to provide ease of reporting. The next option in this section you can see the aux code. So this is the auxiliary code of the subsidiary definition. So it is used to classify affiliate units by company specific criteria. Now the next option, that is calendar. It indicates the calendar to be used by subsidiary for holidays and special dates. So recorded calendars definitions are listed and the related definitions you have to select from here. Now again the next option, that is a location option. It indicates the location of the subsidiary. And the next another option, that is document manager group codes, which indicates the group code to be applied for document management. Now go to next section, which is the address information section. The fields on this section are used to record the address, phone number, fax number, tax office number, and tax number of the affiliate company. CPA info section contains the field on these sections are used to record address, contact, tax office info, tax number, and chamber registry number of the financial advisor of the affiliate unit. The fields under the employer info section is used to record employee information for the defined affiliated unit. Now this is all about subsidiary type of organization unit. Now I am going to open division subtype of the organization unit. So division type, we have divisions, we can have generic unit defined. Divisions and generic units have functionality different. So you can see in HR modules, each division has different taxation based on operations. So it shows itself in HR module. Again, division is company units that operates at same headquarter or in different location. The following information is recorded through the division definition window. If I click on division, the division definition window will get open. Here you can see the general info page. The code at the top of it is the code. There is a code of the division definition. It is a mandatory field, and again the description option contains the name or description of the division. It is also a mandatory field. Again, the group code option indicates the group code of the division. It is used for group transaction of this group and to provide ease of reporting. Again, the aux code is the code of division definition used to classify division by company specific criteria. The next option, that is calendar option, indicates the calendar to be used by division for holiday and special dates. Recorded calendar definitions are listed, and the related definition you have to select from here. Now the next option, that is location. It indicates the location of the affiliate unit. The other options, that is document management group code. It indicates the group code to be applied for document management. The next section, which is the important one, is the official info of the company. The information to be used in official reports and declarations of the company is recorded using the official info option. The options contained here, here you can see the few options are enabled. So you can see the options like social security number. It is the social SSO number of the division. Again, the danger degree level or class indicates the danger class of the company or division. The danger level info is used to determine work accident or professional disease premiums. The danger level indicates the level of danger class of the company or division. So level can be either low, normal, or high. Again, we have an option, that is a work district office number. It is the office number of the district office of the company. It is used for printing official form and declaration for employment and several transactions. Again, the social security branch number indicates the branch of the social security organization to which company or division is associated. Finally, the division address info contains address, contacts, and the tax office information of the defined division is recorded through the fields located under this address option of the division window. And the other option is similar to like that of subsidiary options like CPA info, connection settings, and warehouse details. So this is all about divisions. So the next topic, I am going to talk about generic units. Generic units is just a name you can use to authorize user to separate transactions, to separate data, and you have the warehouses and you can have the material transactions going into here. This generic units is used for two things, one for cost center and second for access rights to control users. Suppose I have a user who has access to view the data of this organization unit, but they can't see the data of others. So this is a very nice functionality in that. Now the generic unit contains the information regarding the affiliate organizational unit of the company. The following information is recorded through the definition window. We can see the code is the code of the affiliate, which is a mandatory field, and the description is the name or description of the affiliate unit with definition field, which is also a mandatory field. Again, the general info contains the field like group codes. Again, it indicates the group codes to be applied for the generic units. Group codes are used to group transaction of this group and to provide ease of reporting. The aux code is used to classify generic units by company specific criteria. Again, the calendar indicates the calendar to be used by generic units for holidays and special dates. Recorded calendar definition are listed and the related definitions you have to select from here. For consolidation option, you can see indicates the user status of the unit in consolidation transactions. The field contains yes or no option. When I select yes, the unit is used in consolidation transactions performed to obtain consolidated budgets and other purposes. The next option, that is the location option. It indicates the location of the affiliate unit. The other options, that is document management group code option, which indicates the group code to be applied for document management. So now this is all about generic units. Now I am going to discuss about warehouse. So the company information is recorded by selecting warehouses as the organization unit type. The following information is recorded on the definition window. So I am going to open the warehouse information here. You can see the definition. We have to enter in the warehouse definition page. So first of all, the group codes, which is again the code to be used for warehouse definition, and at the top of it there is a code which is a mandatory field. It is a code of the warehouse definition, and below that there is a description option, which is the definition, which is the name or definition of the organization warehouse. It is also a mandatory field. The group codes is used to group transaction of this group and to provide ease of reporting. The aux code represent the code of warehouse definition, is used to classify division by company specific criteria. You can see one option, that is cost group. It indicates the total cost among the group of warehouses. Now the responsible option is there. So it is a very important option. So it indicates the user performing the warehouse transactions in the application. So the recorded users are listed and the related definitions we have to select from here. Again, it indicates the user we have to select from here. So the user will only perform the transaction. No other user can able to do the transactions for this particular warehouse. The next option, that is the location. It indicates the physical location of the defined warehouse. Other option, that is document management group code. This is all about the group codes to be applied for document management, and the address info, have to enter the address details of the warehouse. So this is all about warehouse. So I can have many auxiliary code for warehouse. Suppose we have 3 warehouse. You want a grand report of many materials in all warehouse. Should be total of amount I keep in this warehouse. Sometimes some companies say I keep this warehouse as my secret warehouse, which is my safety stock, and I don't want to show to anybody. So I don't show this amount in my report. There is an option, so you can select that option such that the warehouse data, if you don't want to show the amount in your report, you can hide that amount based on your choice. Again, the next section is the address info, which contain the address details, which is the informative field. Again, we are talking about warehouses. We are talking about locations of the warehouses. For example, suppose I have a huge warehouse and I have 3 to 4 different materials where I want to track my material in different location. So this is where I am choosing my location and defining my location, defining that warehouse by location. And if I want to take a material out of any of this location to take to different location within one warehouse, so I'll require a material slip to do a transaction or transfer. So let us look at the generic unit. So now we will go to generic unit. So open generic unit types of organization unit. So here generic units takes some informations, and most important is the calendar information, which is related to shipping. This again goes into project management and production management, where you can assign resources for this organization unit. When I go to the charts of accounts, I will talking about consolidation. We have 3 charts of accounts in that system, and we can create 3 different chart of accounts. 2 for normal purposes and 1 for consolidation purposes. Now divisions and HR related informations which can change from one division to another division. Suppose in India, one branch is in Karnataka and another branch is in Delhi. They might have different HR rules applied to each other. So this is all about departments and organization unit. So now I would check out the organizational unit definition inside the system. Now I am going to create organizational unit of my own company. So I am deleting this by default options that is created with the creation of the company. Simply click on delete button. It will get deleted. Now you can add your new hierarchy of subsidiaries, divisions and warehouses. So I am editing this one. So now I am creating a subsidiary within the company with the name as Delhi for Delhi location. So I am giving it the code as DEL, and description I am giving as Delhi subsidiary. So now click on save. So Delhi subsidiary is created. So within the subsidiary I want to create one division. So then again click on division. You can click from here or you can right click on that subsidiary, then click on new. Here click on division. As it is within Delhi subsidiary, so I am giving it the code as del.del, and I am giving the description as company name, that is XYZ, and its location, that is Delhi location. Like this I save it. So you can have one division that is created within one subsidiary. So I created one subsidiary in Delhi location, and within the subsidiary one division which is also in Delhi. Again, within the division I am going to create one warehouse. Now So click on warehouse, giving it a code as del.01, and the description I'm write as Delhi main warehouse. Then click on save. So see, when one warehouse is created within the division and within the subsidiary. Now for Delhi, I have the organization unit. Now again, I have to create two organization units for two locations, one for Karnataka and one for Maharashtra. Again, I am clicking on that subsidiary and I'm giving a new code as KAR, and in the description I am giving it as a Karnataka subsidiary. Then click on save. So one Karnataka subsidiary is created. Now within the subsidiary I want to create one division, with division location will be in Bangalore. So right click on that, click on new, click on division. So I am giving it a code as KAR.BAN, as it is within the Karnataka subsidiary. So in the description I am writing the name of the company and the location name, that is Bangalore location. Then click on save. So now within division I want to create generic unit and one warehouse. So now click on generic unit, so generic unit may be a retail store or maybe something else. So I am creating a retail store for that. So I am giving it a code as RAT01 for that retail store, and the description I am giving the location name like the retail store, that is in Bangalore. Then click on save. So you can see within Karnataka subsidiary we have division which is in location Bangalore, and within location Bangalore we have a generic unit which is the retail store. Now I am going to create one warehouse which is also in Bangalore location. So click on warehouse, change the code to kar.ban. I am giving it a code as WH01, and description I am giving Bangalore main warehouse. So save it. So the warehouse along with the generic unit is created under division and subsidiary of Karnataka. So now Delhi subsidiary and Karnataka subsidiary are created. Now I am going to create Maharashtra subsidiary as well. So click on subsidiary, giving it a code as MAH for Maharashtra, and description I am giving as Maharashtra subsidiary. To click on save. So the Maharashtra subsidiary is get created. In Maharashtra subsidiary, suppose I want to create two division, one for Mumbai location and another for Pune location. So right click on that, go to new, click on division, give it a code as MUM for Mumbai location. I'm creating one division, and in the description I am giving it as giving it a name as company name XYZ Mumbai. Then click on save, and again I am going to create another division along with Mumbai, that is in Pune. So I am giving it code as Maharashtra mh.pun, and that is in Pune location. So in the description I am giving it as XYZ Pune. So click on save. Now you can see two division, one is in Mumbai and another was in Pune, will be come under the single subsidiary for Maharashtra. Now I want to create two generic units for Pune location and one warehouse unit for Pune location. So now click on generic unit. I am writing the code as pun dot retail store RET01. This is a retail store in Pune location. So I am giving it the description as maybe that store is in some location in Pune. So I am give it as location 1. Then click on save. Again I am creating another generic unit with code as retail store 02, and description I am giving retail store in location 2. So click on save. Now you can see two generic units come under Pune division is created. So one warehouse is also you need to create in Pune location. So click on warehouse. The code I am giving is as a WH01, and it will be the Pune main warehouse. Then click on save. So you can see along with generic unit, one warehouse is also created in Pune division. So in this way you can create your organization unit. So this is one of the example. So what we mean by organizational unit definition? Imagine a hierarchical chart that is resembles the company itself. For this XYZ private limited company, we are looking at different divisions and different units available geographically that separates some places, and some of them are virtual, such that such of their warehouse that they don't have any warehouse presence, but we need to define them as a virtual warehouse. So few warehouse that don't have any existence, but we have to mention in our system, so we can make it as a virtual warehouse. So as we can see, this is the hierarchical definition. As you can see, the first level are bold letters: Delhi, Karnataka subsidiary, Maharashtra subsidiary. So we can see states, we have Delhi, Karnataka and Maharashtra. So first level is the subsidiary level. The second level we are looking at divisions, that we can create divisions like XYZ Delhi, XYZ Bangalore, XYZ Mumbai and XYZ Pune office. So which is, by the way, virtual offices that are not physically there. And also XYZ Mumbai and Pune, two of them are on the same level. Also this company do have some warehouses that they keep their items, as well as some stores that they are selling. So the example that I am going through is the example of a company where they are doing sales or they are doing commerce of some product. This is the sample of example how they create their organization unit. So each of these shows different information available here. Before going there, the organizational type that we have are either generic unit. It means it is a generic unit which we can say to be a department. We can look it as a cost centric or as a profit centric. We have subsidiary, we have divisions, and we have warehouse. Each of these items have different functionalities. Now remember, I have mentioned that we have multiple company definitions. We also can have some companies defined as entities inside if they are using the same charts of accounts. Now in Indian legislation, in a way, we thought we can have different states with different taxation system. With the current taxation system, we can create different offices which are sharing same chart of accounts, but they will be doing cross transactions. If I transfer from one warehouse to another, something like sales and purchase invoice, which is a crisscross transaction between two organization units, this can be available here in this format, and we can create different accounts here. But the advantage here is that we can have one item and can control that item with access rights itself. This is one advantage of using this. The definition that we have created here, the important parts are, if I open on subsidiary, you can see the e-invoice info, e-ledger info, e-archive section. So again, coming back to my first note, I mentioned that we have electronic governance enabled inside our system. As an engine, that means this software is capable to integrate with the tax office, and that engine is for pulling and pushing electronic invoices. So for this, we need to create base information related to this organization units, entities, companies. Address info, CPA info, employer info, connection info, all will be available, and we can list a related warehouse underneath to limits such as a users control. Suppose, for example, I want to limit this warehouse to such that we can sort of control as well. In connection setting, we can connect to predefined SMS sending portal. We can connect to mail server. In Turkey, they have integrated to biggest operator called Turkcell. We can create other integration as well, like notifications, and they can be sent out from the system, which I will show you in the client side, not in admin side. And the last part, which is the private integrator, user info, which is related to e-governance. So now e-governance is enabling us. Suppose in Turkey, Loga is one of the 50 e-governance service providers registered, and they own 25% of their market in terms of customers. So if a company working with another integrator, which is the portal between the taxation office and us, they can get the connection information, FTP, the file upload and download. These things can be defined. It is not hard-coded to be used our portal. We can use other third-party integrated portal as well. Division is little more different than entities. It has again e-invoice, e-ledger, e-archive information and other information fields. Again, official information is different here. We can have different taxation and payroll information related to these divisions. So this is all about organizational units. Thank you.